Good morning. We are in Travis's car because the wife, Kristen, went down to town in the van. And no joke, a bear ripped the rear bumper off of my wife's Jeep, and then it pulled cables out and the car won't start. We have a bear problem. That's okay. We are taking you to school. Let's take her to school. Today, I want to talk about how big of a year 2021 was, like how much was accomplished this year. I'd also like to talk about how this chair sounds like I'm farting. Better. So a couple things about this month, right? We're pushing our body to the absolute limit. So I have to be objective on how my body's recovering. Last year, I used Yuut. I'm still using Yuut. Yuut is going to allow me to make sure that I'm not dying. What's really crazy is elevation and how much that impacts your recovery and your vitals. So I just spent 7 days at sea level, and I mean just in the green the whole time. And then the day I get back, I drop into the yellow. My resting heart rate is 44 to 48 on the coast. Here, it's like 48 to 55. Anyways, Yuut is how we're going to make sure that we are not killing ourselves through resting heart rate, HRV, just raw data, how much sleep we're getting, REM sleep. And in the vein of health, I think it's really interesting. I was listening to Joe Rogan because I'm 35, I'm a self-identified bro, and I'm super fascinated by aliens. So of course, I'm going to love Joe Rogan. But this guy, Peter Attia, he was talking about cardiovascular fitness.
Everybody knows that if you smoke or have diabetes, your risk of death goes up a lot. Your risk of death from having high cardiorespiratory fitness goes down by much more than your risk of death goes up from smoking or diabetes. Smoking and diabetes will double or triple your risk of death. Having very high cardiorespiratory fitness, so having a VO2 max that is elite, we would define that as the top 2.5% of the population, is a 5-fold reduction in all-cause mortality.
Wow. I didn't know that, how much cardiovascular health actually plays into your longevity of life, just in general. I've got some day work to bang out. We're going to ride 4, maybe 5 hours today, structured training, and I'm going to just talk a little bit about the impossible routes, Race Across the West, Unbound, 12 Hours Road America, Gravel Locos, all the crits, the team. Dude, 2021 has been unbelievable.
Know when your body feels so tired to get out of bed, you put your heart on a letter to chase it away.
I'm dead, bro. So he ordered a t-shirt folder, but doesn't know how to use it. So now he's watching a YouTube video on how to use the t-shirt folder.
How do you use this?
It's a tutorial video right there. I've got a meeting with the guys that are editing episode 4 of The Impossible Route. Now this is like a really big deal for me because everything I've ever put on my channel has been from my edit. But it's not sustainable, I can't grow it. The Impossible Route needs to be able to be scaled. And so one of my biggest missions for 2022 is to develop a team that can film and edit and even sometimes ride that have nothing to do with me. Like if I'm just the director of it, right? So I'm going to preview a little bit of what they have going on. I'm wildly nervous because if it's turd tacos, I don't have enough time to do anything about it before this is published.
This is episode 4 of season 1 of The Impossible Route. Which is crazy to think that we have done 4 lifelong achievements. Like if you just did one of these in your life, you would feel accomplished. We've done 4 of them in 1 year. And this episode, to be honest, I probably should have bowed out this route. But then the people that I'm with is gonna push me so far beyond what I am capable of.
That's all the preview I'm gonna give you for now. But very good. I want to watch it. I'm very conflicted. The better the job is, the more I feel bad about me. So the only feedback that I can give, don't lean on me too hard. So when I'm editing this, I feel very selfish if I put me in the clips. I don't want you guys to think that if you show a lot of Jeremiah and Ryan talking, that I'm gonna be mad in any way, right? Like more of that. I want to make sure that I'm not the sole piece of this, right? Because their story is just as important as mine. If I don't edit, what am I? I'm not a very good writer. I'm a storyteller, and so I feel like I'm losing what makes me me. But it is what it is. I mean, again, it's about finding a scalable business model, and the impossible route is something I hope to have go beyond me. So I'm like excited, but also like embarrassed maybe that I didn't do this edit, but it's so badass. So anyways, that's gonna launch. You heard that will launch the 15th at 6 p.m. this month, and I'll just tease it out as we go. But it's 4 o'clock. The day just goes so fast, dude. It's unbelievable when it's just like stuff is just happening. And it's 3:30 actually. So myself and Travis are gonna get out on the road for an hour. Just a spin, no big deal, no real, just volume. Then we're gonna get in the trainer, and I've got a 2.5 hour workout. And that's when I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this year and how crazy this year has been for my life. So let's get out on the road.
Do a bar spin though.
How's school, Bubs?
Terrible.
Terrible?
I have a bunch of homework.
No.
Dude, the math is so hard.
I think you're white, just fine, babe. But your mind works in a
So Travis has been with me full time since like April, May. It's been really nice to have him help me with my whole program. It's also nice to have someone to ride with, keep you accountable. You know, that's a big part of any program is accountability, and he's gonna leave at the end of this month and become a full-time Texas man. All hat, no cattle. Freaking Bass Lake rips. So this year, I mean, I've done back to back life achievements. And when I say every one of these major things has had some sort of team involved with it. Travis has helped a ton, a lot of other people have helped a ton. But so let's kind of try to recap a little bit about just how crazy this year was.
Oh my God. Oh my God, he on X Games mode.
Now, I came off of the Train Like a Pro Challenge 2020, where a lot of people said I was gonna burn out, I was gonna die, all this negative stuff. And I went on to do the craziest year that I probably will ever do. And that Train Like a Pro Challenge set me up for success at Death Valley. It was the hardest thing I had ever done in my life to that point. It literally changed my personality. It changed me forever. Not only was it an amazing physical achievement, but putting together a team, the logistics, everything about it was just like special. And if you haven't watched that film, spoiler alert, I broke my leg at the very end. Because your boy is plant-based and I'm made out of glass. But it set me on this trajectory on how to learn how to deal with emotions in a way that I had never dealt with before. I had never dealt with depression. I was depressed. I was having to sit there and edit a video where past me was so awesome while current me sucked. What was your favorite memory of Death Valley?
Ooh.
shit. Now you put me on the spot. I gotta think
Sick
about
answer, bro. I could have never done anything ever again, and I would be happy with my accomplishments.
an answer.
He has an answer now.
It was the accomplishment of being a part of a team that finished something magical.
I broke my leg, recovered from that, went and saw Tim. I did this whole daily vlog with Tim, and he got me back on the bike within 5 weeks. So roughly 10 weeks after a broken greater trochanter, I do gravel locos. Then we do impossible route number 2, 3 days self-supported with Travis. It is amazing. Then jumped in some janky van and drove to Kansas to do Unbound. Now I didn't do very good at Unbound, but I did finish 200 miles, 13 hours or something like that, and then had to start editing all those videos. Like, that's a big part of this.
When I'm sleeping with someone new, I just close my eyes and think of you. When I'm sleeping with someone new, I can't help myself, I wondered if you still feel the way I feel.
How good's that black wall look? Travis did that today, and it's chalk, so then we can draw penises galore. So at this point of the year, I've done 2 of the greatest things I've ever done in my life, will ever do in my life, Death Valley and Virginia Impossible Route 2. And like I said, pro athletes get to just do the thing and then move on to the next. I have to do the thing and then create the content about the thing. So then we jumped into Race Across the West. Now I haven't done the video on this yet. I really need to. That was 930 miles, 960 miles from Oceanside, California to Durango, Colorado with Shane. It was so much. There was so much involved with that. That had been the first time I did anything where I actually felt like an athlete. But I would say, looking back on it, Race Across the West is what absolutely put me over the edge. Just the amount of fatigue, because we rode 46 hours, 38 minutes without sleeping. We took turns, we didn't ride 46 hours nonstop, but you didn't really sleep. And that put me into a hole where it was really hard to come out of it. I don't remember when I did my cycling collection, my fruit collection, but that was a big deal. We launched the vegan fruit collection with Eliel, and that was such a huge success. But then we moved into BWR San Diego. During BWR, I couldn't help but feel, I kept saying the words, I'm burnt out. Like my body just knew. And then we went to Montana to do the hardest impossible route of the 3. You probably already watched that video. I mean, I got through it. But yikes. Then we did 12 Hours of Road America. Probably my favorite video I've ever done. I was really proud of that. The team behind that, the reason behind it was just so amazing. And then we went into episode 4, Telluride, which that video will be up on the 15th. We had planned this huge vacation, Travis and I. We took the Storyteller van and we were gonna spend like a week on the road, just riding and doing whatever we wanted to do. The family side of me kind of messed that up. And I told Travis, I was like, dude, we're gonna do like 12 days on the road, it's gonna be amazing. Every day, I cut the trip by 3 days shorter. I was like, yeah, we'll do 12 days. And then after day 1, I'm like, probably only do like 8 days. And then after 2 days, I'm like, probably only do like 4 days. And then on the 3rd day, we're like, let's just go home. But that was amazing. Me and Travis got to do all this mountain bike stuff. We got to ride Moab. And then I was like, okay, that's the end of the year. I'm done. But I still had to edit those videos. I still had to do episode 3. We did a premiere at Sea Otter. We had a new collection, the flannel collection drop. We did Red Bull Bay Climb, Red Bull Short Circuit, the Legion Crit. Like, dude, what?
Are you sleeping with someone new? Someone new, someone.
So anyway, cycling camp. I don't even fucking, dude, cycling camp. We put on a 6-day cycling camp. Best one we've ever done. Unbelievable. It's hard to put into words, and you don't know until you come to it. I don't even think of myself as a vegan cyclist or Tyler Pierce. I am only there to facilitate the absolute pure joy of 30 plus campers.
It's very stressful, but it's also very rewarding after 30 random people basically tell you you did a great job.
Bingo, dude. Average 222, Tony Crowley, 117 TSS. I mean, this was the second ride of the day. The first ride was kind of whatever, but just solid, man. Okay, so for dinner we've got Brussels sprouts, which is my favorite vegetable to make, deep fried in some oil, coconut oil, sea salt, nutritional yeast. Put some pecans on here. You can't taste it. You should though. Then we have grilled cheese, and the babe came in with these tonight, and dude, seared perfectly, so delicious. Vegan cheese, obviously. I already had one whole sandwich while we were cooking. Then we've got some chicken noodle soup.
I spend all this time and energy picking out fun ingredients for the burgers of the day.
Yeah, but Bubs, now we're going to bed. So that's why I asked you to come do your homework hours ago.
Ups, you don't have to get mad, okay? Whose choice was it to play games instead of do their homework?
Fine.
Okay. So you can be bummed at yourself, but you can't be bummed at mom. You know what I mean? Okay. He's got homework to do, but he's not gonna do it because it's late. So then, anyway, it's been a real productive day for most of us. There's something weird about this month. There's just like a flip of a switch and just everything changes. My body allocates energy so much differently than normal. Now come January, I totally crash and it's difficult to do really anything. But it's really amazing to see what your body is capable of.
Well, I mean, if you're doing stuff and being active and being productive, you know, I have to match that, I feel like.
Matching energy is a huge part of how to maintain that. You know, if she just was sitting on the couch eating cookies, like I want to sit on the couch and eat cookies, and then I want to sit on the couch and eat cookies with her, and then I'm not doing my thing, and so, you know, it's hard. It's hard, but if you can match each other's energy, then you just excel each other to the moon. Looks like Winnie is ready, and we're gonna get to bed. We're gonna keep crushing the week. So, from the Pierce family to you, thanks for watching. As always, Vegan Cyclist.
Yeah.